G'day guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing a review. This is a crime comedy from Australia, English language, released in the year 2014, directed by Crib Standers, and this movie is called Kill Me Three Times. So Kill Me Three Times takes place with this British hitman. He's very good at what he does, and he's been assigned a job in a rural town in Australia. So he gets there, he is told the subject, the target that he is told to eliminate, and it happens to be the girlfriend of this guy who runs this nightclub. So he's a very sleazy guy, and he believes that she's cheating on him. So he wants her taken out. But things get very complicated as more people become involved in this situation, including the police and also the sister of one of these people. So what happens at that point on is just a comedy of errors as this British gangster is trying to get the job done, and at the same time other people are trying to save the people who are in trouble. So that's all I'm going to give you on the synopsis. If you want to know more, please go out there and see this film for yourself. Now my thoughts on Kill Me Three Times. I thought this was a bitterly disappointing film. Now, I'm not saying it was a bad film. If it was a movie directed by somebody else, it would have been very good. But Crib Standers is the reason why I was so disappointed. Now, Crib Standers was responsible for Red Dog, which is a brilliant Australian film. It really set Australian cinema up. It was a modern day classic. And he also directed another very good film called Lucky Country, which was set in the Bushranger era. So Lucky Country is a very morbid film. You've got Red Dog, which is a really feel-good film. And now you've got a comedy. So great directors, they branch out in many genres. And this movie is completely different from his other two films. So that's what I really liked about it. And that's why I was so excited about it. Now, I'm going to compare Crib Standers to Rolf de Heer. Now, Rolf de Heer, classic Australian director, he directed a true classic called Bad Boy Bubby. And that movie was absolutely brilliant. So when he also went on to make 10 Canoes, which was an Aboriginal story, that was very good as well. And then he went on to make The King is Dead. Now, The King is Dead was a suburban sort of comedy, dark comedy, that didn't quite work. But being, if it was by someone else, it would have been a good film. But his standard, Rolf de Heer especially, his standard seemed to have dropped dramatically with The King is Dead. Now, Crib Standers is he's definitely in that category of letting his game go, because Kill Me Three Times doesn't have the Crib Standers trademark. It feels like a movie that lacks motivation. It doesn't have a lot of enthusiasm. I thought the script was dull. It was supposed to be a comedy, but it just wasn't that funny. Thought it was really cool to see the casting of Simon Pegg as the British hitman. I thought that's definitely the draw card of the film. It's the selling point. But I thought he was very bored in his role. I didn't think that character had a lot going for him. I thought a lot of it was overacted. That was due to the script and the overall situation that everyone was facing. And then you've got other great actors like Brian Brown, who plays a police officer. He is not in the film all that long, which is a great shame, because someone of his calibre really should be in the film a lot more. I thought he was the best character, but you just don't see enough of him. And then you've got Callum Mulvey, who is definitely a local sort of talent. He hasn't really hit it in Hollywood yet. He is a good actor, and he also plays the nightclub owner who is organising this hit. But once again, none of the actors look like they're having a lot of fun. It looks like they're going through the motions. They're making a film for the money. They're making a film because it's directed by such a well-respected director, and it doesn't feel like the movie has a true purpose. It doesn't feel like it's striving to be something of worthy of the level of this director, and that's what's so disappointing. If you're familiar with this director, you will be disappointed, but if you're not familiar with him, you might enjoy it a lot more. I thought there were moments that were funny. There was some pretty shocking violence as well. It's quite bloody, but overall I just felt like it lacked enthusiasm. It didn't feel like it was really pushing the envelope for a feature film. It just felt like a TV movie, to be honest. It just had that quality to it where it doesn't really hit you with anything memorable, and by the end of the film you probably forget it in a few days. So that was very unfortunate. I thought the cinematography was well done. Crib Standers, as I said, very good director, and it does look very good, but underneath it just doesn't have the impact that a movie like Crib Standers would normally have. So that was disappointing. I thought Simon Pegg was a little bit wasted in this film, but if you're a fan of Simon Pegg and you want to see a comedy, then maybe you'll enjoy it. But if you're familiar with Crib Standers, you can't help but come away from it thinking that you've seen a movie that was a dramatic drop in quality. So overall, for Kill Me Three Times, I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. A lot of people liked it, but for me, I just wanted a lot more, especially considering I'm a fan of this director. Alright guys, that's my review. Hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later. Bye.